Yeah, sometimes on race day, it can get a little lax because of the buzz around the barn of, the horses running and the owners are going to be here. And we really try to remind the guys that, every day it's important to really pay attention and whether it's race day or not, and really just watch each other's backs. And if you see anyone getting relaxed or lazy about safety, we want to get their attention and remind them, safety's first.
Each runner must be supervised at all times 4 hours prior to the race. A detention sign must be set up. Make sure your license is visible and in display. Check the schedule and instructions. Be sure you know what horse is scheduled to race at what time. Prepare and double-check the equipment to be used. Any changes of equipment must be notified and confirmed with supervisor. 1 hour before the 20-minute call, hot walker must be ready with the horse. Be ready for the 20-minute call and proceed to the receiving barn.
For the grooms that are coming into the receiving barn and walking the horses in the receiving barn, when the horse in front of them stops, the person behind them should stop at a safe distance. Don't ever try to go in front of them or cross over on them. They'll always stay behind, and everybody says, whoa back, that means stop at a safe distance behind. They'll come down this aisle. They'll stop at the mat for the blacksmith to check their shoes. That's mandatory. They must wear their license visible at all times before they go into the receiving barn. Once they go in the receiving barn, they'll know what number they are. They can put them in the stall if they need to, or walk around. The schoolers that come down cannot go walking around the receiving barn. They'll have to go into a designated stall and stay in there. The grooms will have to come in here. The horse gets checked for the tattoo number. Then he'll know what number he is. He has to wear his vest number on top of that. And then they'll be told to put him in the stall, and they'll be coming out for the race at the designated time.
I'd say a pretty good suggestion for those new grooms and hot walkers. The main peeve I see, even from a trainer's point of view or assistant trainer, is about the blinker issue. Many times the horse is supposed to have blinkers for that day, and the groom or hot walker on their own don't check the board at the stall, and they don't check if the horse is supposed to have it. So I'd say a suggestion to new ones is just to bring a set of blinkers, whether it's one blinker or a French semi and full cup, and just have it ready for the trainer just in case, because that's a big issue for new people and also very important for the saddling of the horse. For the grooms and hot walkers that are new to the industry, what they need to do is look mainly to where they're standing, be aware of where some of the things are on the ground. The horses are just very questionable. They can do something at any moment if you're not paying attention. I've had many instances where that groom and hot walker need to watch what their horse is doing as well as what other horses are doing in the paddock in back of them. You can be looking one way and a horse will back up and try to kick them. So you can be very aware of kicking, where they put their buckets, because a lot of times the horses will go wild and back up, and then they've got a precarious position for themselves and the horse and owners and trainers that are in the stall. Same thing continues on the way to the walking ring. They need to be aware of where things are placed, where they're looking at the same time, what side they're on to be in the right position, because again, horses can be very questionable as what they're going to do. You look one way and the horse is going to back up and kick you another way, or get loose. Another thing is about a loose horse also in the walking ring.
My personal preference is I don't like to get on any horse, whether he's a 2-year-old or an old seasoned horse, without him walking. I just assume that they start him walking off, because if they're walking off, now the horse is thinking about something and he's going about his business, and I can walk with him and just kind of jump and have him leg me up. That way you don't feel all constricted or nothing in there, and things just kind of move smooth that way.
The most important thing you have to remember when you're handing the racehorse to the pony is to give long enough strap and walk up to the pony person and hand it off when we grab it from you. Make sure there's enough room in between you and the racehorse so you don't get squished and get kicked. And also don't aim their head right at the pony's butt, where the pony might kick at the racehorse.
After the race, the hot walker must follow grooms and trainers' instructions. Go to the assigned number and be ready to receive the horse when the jockey comes back. Hot walker must pick up any equipment left by groom. Be alert to post-race instructions. Groom must be alert and follow instructions in the winner's circle. Be alert to horse behavior and keep in mind the safety of owners, patrons, and crowd in the winner's circle. Stay in control at all times and listen for instructions from the trainer or jockey.
For the grooms or the horses that got tested after the race, they'll come out this aisle and go into the test barn, which is right here. From here on, you'll get assigned to a stall. You get assigned a water bucket that you must drink out of, and only that water bucket. If the water bucket comes empty, you tell the guy that's assigned to you to fill the water bucket up. You don't give him water from anywhere else.
We can't possibly cover every safety hazard or condition you may face in this short program. That's why it's so important that you use your common sense and good judgment at all times. If at any time you have questions about your safety or the safety of others, please contact your supervisor. They'll be glad to help. Thanks for watching and have a safe day.